What is going on? We believed the arc was bending towards justice, but once again we face a hard truth. We cannot take this for granted. We are always just an election or a downturn away from progress to crumble and for inequality to grow into the rule of the land. ILGA World's Laws on Us report looks at how laws affect people on the grounds of their sexual orientation, gender identity and expression, and sex characteristics worldwide. 62 countries still criminalize people because of whom they love. Luckily, many jurisdictions are getting rid of these laws. Dominica, Mauritius, Singapore and the Cook Islands did so between 2023 and 2024, and Venezuela did the same within its military forces. However, much of Africa and some parts of Asia are moving in the opposite direction. Uganda has imposed the death penalty for some forms of consensual same-sex sexual acts. Iraq has criminalized them, and Indonesia may punish violations of decency as of 2026. Several other states are considering to criminalize our communities or to make penalties harsher. Attempts to crush the lives of LGBTI people are coming from every corner. Even talking about us in public is becoming increasingly difficult. Over the past 2 years, Jordan, Kyrgyzstan and Uganda have introduced laws against the promotion of homosexuality, whatever that means, and many other announced similar bills. Russia has designated the so-called international LGBT movement as extremist, and Belarus is now comparing any content on sexual and gender diversity to pornography. The obsession targeting books, educational content, films and TV series has further spread like wildfire. Authorities in UN member states have even continued to seize, ban and order to destroy gadgets in rainbow colors out of fear they could promote homosexuality. In a year like 2024, when half of the global population will head to the election polls, states are trying to restrict the civic space for organizations addressing sexual and gender diversity. Others are buying into the dangerous narratives of the anti-gender movement in their approach to legal gender recognition. Legal progress to protect intersex minors is painfully slow. On the contrary, Russia and several US states alike have banned gender-affirming care while promoting interventions for intersex minors at the same time. How is it possible not to feel worried, lonely or even lost in the face of all this? But we refuse to give in. Despite all the backlash, LGBTI, feminist and more human rights movements continue to speak up across the world. And we are making progress. This is just a glimpse of what happened between January 2023 and April 2024. Chile and Spain, as well as the Australian Capital Territory and the Balearic Island, approved restrictions on non-vital medical interventions on intersex minors. Ecuador, Finland, Germany, New Zealand, Spain and the state of Yucatan in Mexico now allow legal gender recognition based on self-determination, so that people can obtain identity documents that match their gender identity without abusive requirements. And in Japan, Peru, Romania, South Korea, Hong Kong and Taiwan, surgical requirements have been successfully challenged before local courts. The Netherlands amended its constitution to prohibit discrimination based on sexual orientation. Moldova, Spain, Cuba, Bulgaria and Guernsey have new legal protections against discrimination or expanded existing ones. The recognition of our couples and families continues to grow. Marriage equality has now become a reality in Andorra, Estonia, Greece and Slovenia. Nepal has issued an interim order to facilitate weddings. Bolivia, Latvia and several prefectures in Japan legalize same-sex civil unions. In only 2 years, 6 more UN member states have said it loud and clear. Attempts to change someone's sexual orientation or gender identity are harmful and must be regulated. You see, the pushback is frightening, but progress is still happening. And yes, the arc will bend towards justice eventually, because no matter our differences, we all want to live in a world where we can feel safe and thrive. All of us need an opportunity to live our best lives, no matter whom we love, how we identify, or how our bodies look like. And we will continue to unite until we reach a world that is truly free and equal for all of us.